Hello everyone, this is Helen H and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope this video finds you all well. Today I wanted to work a little bit more on my junk journal, true junk journal made out of like junk mail and junk items. Nothing that like scrapbook paper or anything that is good that we would use in other journals, because as I mentioned in my first video where we worked on the cover, I'm going to be, when this is finished, I'm going to be unloading a whole lot of negativity into it, writing, some negative things that have happened, negative thoughts that I have, and hopefully once and for all I will be giving them up to the Lord, and I'm going to have a ceremonial burning of this in our fire pit up at the cabin. And the fire pit isn't built yet, but my husband and I found a great way to make one that really only takes about an hour or two at most. So that will be coming, and when I do it, hopefully I'll remember to film it. I'm going to keep the contents when I write in it private, even from my husband. This is just between me and the Lord. But anyway, and I just think it's fun to reuse and repurpose things. So if you remember from the first video, or if you didn't watch the first video, the cover is just made from a envelope, like, one of these kind of envelopes that you get in the mail, a larger envelope. I stuffed it with a brown paper bag that I cut down to size and stuffed it in there, and then I glued the edge here to make the padded cover. Now, you all saw me put the picture on. The picture came from a calendar, a 2019 calendar. But then what you didn't see was I said I was going to finish just decorating it. And I used a piece of this. This is what I was going to make the cover of from originally, but I can't burn this because it's plastic. So I decided to go ahead and cut it. And I thought I would have a problem because the bubble wrap, and you won't be able to tell from this picture. Well, maybe you will. This is the back side of bubble wrap. The bubbles are actually facing this piece of paper on the inside, and I thought, well, this isn't going to print circles because the bubbles are facing the inside, not the outside. But you know what? It did work. I just went around the edges here on the front and back, and you can see it worked quite well. So I did that, and then I just used some real little scraps of jelly prints that I had, 2 different just yucky scraps. I just tore them and put them on, and then I put the word confidential and we are never alone. That's by Pastor Richard Wurmbrand. If you don't know about him, check out Voice of the Martyrs. He's got a tremendous story. But anyway, I have this little box. I don't know what it was for originally. It's a little vintage box, and I have all kinds of words and stuff that I cut out of magazines that I'm going to throw away. So, or even bags. This is from a Trader Joe's bag. So that's where I got these from, and again, just total junk because it came from magazines. I didn't use alphas or anything like that. So now what I want to do is to show you, we're going to work on putting some pages in there, or what I'm going to use for pages, and then I'll make one more video after that, and that will be decorating it and binding it. So what we're going to do is I just gathered some pieces of envelopes here, ads, paper bags, whatever, and we're going to put this together in a way to make some pages. And we'll start with this. My dad got this. It's from Malta Post. It's actually from Malta. I forgot what it was. I think it has something to do with, my dad is English, and I think he does get some benefits from the English government still, even though he lives here, and I think that had to do with that. So I said, oh, let me have that envelope. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just using this ruler because I grabbed it. I'm just going to open it up. I mean, I could have used scissors, but I don't know why. I just grabbed that to make like a page like this. And when I write on it, I may cover this up or I may write around it. I may find a little picture to put inside it, but this is a lot of writing real estate. The thing is, it's too big for my book. You see how it sticks out? So I'm going to have to trim that down a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and get my scissors, and let me just kind of figure out here where. Let me get my trusty pencil. There you are. And I'm just going to kind of figure out where it goes. Now remember, you know, this is a junk journal, so I'm not looking for absolute precision, but I do need to write. I'm going to write in it, so I want it to be able to be written in. So, okay, let's just push that over there. Okay, so there's one page right there, just cutting open an envelope. And whatever kind of binding, I think I know which way I'm going with the binding, but it doesn't matter because you're going to have to make a signature or signatures depending on how many you want in your book. So you need, you know, things that are connected together so that you can do whatever in the middle. So there's one page right there, an opened up envelope. So now I have this. This is just a little flyer thing from Chewy, and it's if you can see, it is a trifold, but this page here that folds in, it doesn't go all the way to the end. There's about a ½ inch between the actual fold and this. So I thought, well, that would make a great page, because then what will happen if I put that in here. Well, you know what, let's work without the cover right now, and just work on the signature. If I put this in here like this still will freely move. It's not too close to the binding there. It's got plenty of room to move, so I thought I'd do that. Now obviously on this Chewy one, it is so covered with pictures, I will have to, you know, put paper on or something to cover it so that I can write on it. But that's another page right there. It's that Chewy thing. Then we've got this paper bag, just a little flat paper bag, and that would also make a good page. So that would be next. So I'm going to put it in the Chewy thing and put it in here. Oh, I really guess I do need to check the cover just to make sure I'm not sticking out too far. Anyway, I actually don't mind that this little bit sticks out. It's actually rounded because, you know, the end of the bag is rounded. I actually don't mind that because this is rough here, and then you got this extra little ruffle here. I always love to have stuff sticking out of my journal, so I'm actually going to leave that the way it is. So that's 3 pages right there. All right, so then I have a bag here, and I put in this is just a little bag. I don't know what came in that. And then this is a gift from HelloFresh. My husband works for a company, and because they've been working at home since last March, they send them gifts. They were actually quite good. They sent them a new office chairs, the new monitors to work at home, the thing to put your chair on, that big plastic thing. They've been sending them the snack boxes and everything. But they also sent them a box of HelloFresh meals. So this was just in there, and it's just a coupon. So I thought if I cover this and stick it in the little bag, that would be good. But then I have this little envelope here. Now, I could stick the envelope in here and have it bound just with this little piece sticking up here. That would work, but this bag, you know, how would you make the bag stick in there? So what I'm going to do is actually attach the bag to this sticky part here and make it like this, so that I have this here, and then I've got the envelope here. So what I'm going to do, I think, is just use my ginormous glue stick that I got at Dollar Tree last time. I think I'm sorry, I'm looking for the paper I glue on. That was in my last haul, this ginormous glue stick. And I hope if you all were looking for them, you found them. Somebody I was watching has said that Dollar Tree now has the school supplies out. So if that's true, I haven't gone, and I don't go that often to the Dollar Tree. But if you look for their glue sticks, usually at this time of year when they do the back to school stuff, they have I think it's a 10-pack or 8-pack of glue sticks for the price that they usually, for $1 versus the 4 or whatever it is. They have a bigger pack usually at school time. That's just what I'm trying to say. I don't know the exact number. Okay, so there, now I've made this bag and this little envelope, and see, I even have a little page here. I have that bag and envelope, and that can be a page like this. Okay, so let's see, now I have another envelope. This is, well, it's actually 2 envelopes. If you all belong to AAA, which we do when we use their roadside assistance a lot, but goodness, you get a lot of junk mail with them. But they had this interesting envelope that has this tab here that you're supposed to remove, and then this part here, and then I think it came in this or something, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to glue this to this in here. I'm just sticking the top of this into this envelope here. And let's just see what that leaves me with. It will leave me with some stuff, so let's just see what that is. Sometimes I can't figure it out or really envision it until I do it. So, and it's junk mail, so if it's horrible, you don't cry, right? We've got stacks of this stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick this in here. And if you use a glue stick when you're sticking like envelopes together, I know people make the envelope journals where you somehow stick them together like this. Using wet glue is easier than the glue tape or whatever, because this stuff will stick and you can't reposition anything. If you use a glue stick, at least you can reposition. So now what that leaves me with, okay, so I do still have this pocket here, right here. And then I've still got this flap, I've got this side, then this flaps over, then I've got another pocket here, and then this flap. So all of that going on. Now this right here, because again, none of this reaches to the actual fold, this is where it's going to go into the book and it will be bound there. So let's go ahead and do that. I think what I'm going to do is maybe move the bag inside. I just don't want to have envelope. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So then put this envelope in here like that. So it's getting chunky already. And actually this is way more space than I'm going to need for what my purpose is. But if you're making a junk journal to use as a glue book or something, guys, this is making tons of pages here, really. And if you're doing a glue book, it doesn't matter what's on here because you're going to cover it all up anyway, right? And you're with your images and stuff. So this is a super easy way to repurpose paper and to have fun and to make yourself a useful little book. So then the last page I was going to do, again, it's a series of envelopes. This is one ginormous one with the page, and then this is just a regular, again, I'm going to assume that this is, yep, AAA Life Insurance Company, another envelope with one of these tear out. You're supposed to tear it and then it bends there. If I was going to be making this into like an art journal, which you can use this process for an art journal as well, I would probably want to, put something in here, like a picture or some flat surface in there. But since I'm going to just fold it over like that and then, put it in the book, I don't think I'm going to cover that up. If anything, for writing purposes, I'll just cover this whole thing up if I need the space. Okay, I just want to show you how to make some of the ways to make a junk journal out of junk. And like I said, once this is done, I don't have that much to say that I will use all this space. But anyway, I just wanted to show you how you can put various things together and end up with all these interesting pockets and stuff. Now this one, I'm not going to end up with a pocket because I do have to glue this in. So I think what I'm just going to do is pull this out again a little bit. Watch where, I need to watch where my fold is, or it's where that line is. And I'm just going to put the glue stick down here. And, you know, if you're going to make an art journal or something where you might be using paint or, you know, other liquid mediums, use as much glue as you feel you need to really secure it well. That little line is actually helpful because that little dotted line, it showed me where to go to. Okay, so now I have this. It's another page. It gives me a flat writing surface. I can cover this up if I want. Here's another pocket in here. And then I've got the back here. So that's going to be my last set of pages, which will be the middle. And I may have to think about this, and I have to figure out now this. Okay, that's like that. So this goes like this. I may rearrange my pages because I've got too many envelopes together. I might redo it so that I've got some of the other papers in between. But guys, look at this. This is so fun. All this, it just took a few minutes, and you've got a great little junk journal with lots of space. Remember, there's that little hidden card in here. That was the coupon book in here, the paper here. Now, you could stuff these with things if you wanted to. All this space. It just seems to be kind of endless. Now this part of the bag here, if I wanted to, I could cut this off and stuff stuff in there also. Here's the other pocket here. And here's the chewy thing that comes out like this. Oh, and it even has oh no, that's a coupon. I thought it was one of those cards. I was going to say I was going to tear those off to spread paint or whatever. And then here's this page, and then there's the back. So that's it, guys. Those are the pages that I'm going to be using on my book. Next video, I will show you how I'm going to keep this one all together, and then I'm also going to show you some ideas for decorating it that use junk, you know, and don't cost any money. You know, things to decorate some of the pages. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're playing along and making your own junk journal. This is kind of fun, and like I said, this one I'm using for this particular purpose of filling it and burning it, but it's inspired me that maybe I want to make one to make a journal, you know, like an actual junk journal, maybe a little art journal. It'd be fun to do some art on different size pages and different pages with different surfaces, you know, so you can practice doing different things, different techniques. And, you know, it's just a practice book, and if it's just terrible, who cares if you throw it away when you're done? So that's it, guys. I hope you like this video. Please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Hello to all my new subscribers. It's nice to have you here. I hope you find some value in the content of my channel. And for all of you, I hope until the next video, you are truly blessed. Bye-bye.